Hello friends, welcome back. Today is day 26 of the World Watercolor Month. And for today I'm using from this set just the gift boxes. I have a few colors on my palette in here and I'm gonna use those colors. I'm gonna start by pulling the colors from the stamp itself, and to stamp these boxes I used 565 and 969. those numbers, I use them all the time. It's so confusing for me. We're thinking of the light in here because we can see this side of the boxes. I'm going to say that the light is coming from here, so those sides of the boxes are going to be darker, and the ribbon will create a little bit of shadow on that side as well. And then I pull a little bit in here for the shadow that is cast by the box itself. And just pulling a little bit, not too much, because this is a small design, and we're gonna add some colors, and with the colors themselves we can add the shadows. I'm gonna start on this side in here, and this is gonna take the darker one plus the color that I pull from those sides. It makes it look a little gray. Now I'm gonna add more water for the front. And if we need to add more shadow, we can always use 565. That is kind of a blue purple. It's a beautiful color. We can use that one for the shadows. We're gonna do something very simple. The other box, let's make it turquoise. That's always a pretty color. A little more water for the front so it looks a little lighter. All right. And then the boxes on the top, and as you can see in here, I kind of, well, I did it. We'll pull a little bit of the color from here anyway, because what I did is that I painted that part also on the color of the box, and that's from the lead. Now the lead for my my pink one will be a purple, so that's okay because that kind of matches anyway. And for the other one, I'm gonna keep the lead the same color of the box, and then I'll give the ribbon a different color. I'm constantly pulling the color that I have, or the water that I have on my brush. And let's make this part a little darker in here. Okay. And let's work now with the bow. I have this green sage in here. Maybe I'll mix it with another green just for this one in here. Make it two colors that they get along a little better. And I love my markers because I can mix the colors and then come up with a color that I want. We're gonna add some details to these boxes. the inside of the bow, if you have blue around, mix it with that green, make it darker, and that's the inside. Okay? And then don't forget that there is a little bit of shadow that cast in here. And we're going with the next one. I think I'm gonna bring some lights in there. Yeah, why not? Let's do some yellow. I have this light yellow. I think that color is a little too light, so I got another one, another yellow that I have in here. It's a happier yellow. Even covered the side. I painted the whole thing now. Oh, this is a little better, having that yellow in there. I'm gonna mix with a little bit of the pink, to create kind of an orange for the inside. Maybe we'll do a little more because it doesn't show that much. And let's add some details to these boxes in here. One thing that we're gonna add is with the twin, we bring them in here with the twin tone, we can enhance some of those details that we have. Not in here. Few of the things that we lose when we put the watercolor, because the ink that I'm using to stamp is also watercolor. Now the other thing that we can do is you can always mix watercolor with ink and create something a little different. Actually, I feel like I should do that. And so this is something that I like to do a lot, and I haven't done it in this series, is that I do watercolor and then I do my shadows and everything else with ink. Like for example, in here I will do some little lines that brings that down, and let me get my 005 of the micron, and then bring a little shadows in here. Just be careful not to change the shape of your design. Like this one in here, I have to remember that that box, it's actually it has a ribbon, and the ribbon has an angle, so I have to keep that in mind. So I'm using the ink on top of the color to create the shadows. And I'm following the angle of my design. Like in this case in here, I moved my pen that way, and in this case, that direction, just to, it feels like more realistic. So I did a series last year in watercolor also. It was the one for Halloween, Inktober, and it was ink and watercolor. Like if I add now the grass, and I'm gonna add it in a very bright green. This is 245. Add a little bit more on the other side. I'm going to use the water to spread that, to bring it up. Kind of like to do this all the time, and then create the base, ground them in here. Add more. Pulling from the same, trying to pull, adding some color, but at the same time pulling from the same stamp, the color that I have in there. So once I do that, then what I'm gonna do is just gonna go over in few areas, and I can create the shadow of this one. And I'm going in the other direction, just to create a little bit of a shadow. I'm gonna add some blue in here just for the sky, make it pretty. And we will be done with this one. Let's get some water in here. I have some pretty blues in here that they're gonna, this is a completely different style from what the things that we've been doing in here. And I love mixing the ink with the watercolor. It's such a great thing. And this is it. Let's sign this one. And we're done. I hope you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow with another one. Bye.